Hello again, everyone. I'm Richard Weil, and I'm the owner and principal of National Restaurant Consultants. And once again, welcome in Mr. Brian Devine from Cafe Fuel and Top Line Management. Hello, Brian. How are you this afternoon?
I am much better now. Thank you for asking. Yeah.
Good deal. Good deal. So I am live from Houston, Texas, uh, where it's, I think, a little bit warm. It's about 90 degrees and 80% humidity, maybe 70%. It's always interesting to come back to Houston. I've spent a lot of time over the years here in H-Town, which is fun. And today is a great reminder topic that passion always wins. And what that means is if you've lost your passion along the way here the last couple of years, it's understandable. Totally. First of all, we're human beings, right? We're all human. If you believe because you've hired new staff and they don't have the passion for your business and your culture, then you need to look yourself in the mirror and find out where's that passion. Because passion is what you bring to the table as the owner, the general manager, the kitchen manager, the chef. The leader of your group requires passion. Passion is an emotion, sure. It's an action. It's one of those things that have many definitions. It's probably not a verb. It could be an adjective, a description, an adverb. But if you're passionate about what you do and coming into your operation every day or every week, that passion becomes contagious. That contagious passion is what brings your staff to that next level. We've been talking about culture for weeks now. And that culture really, it culminates, if you would, to the passion about your business. You were passionate or are passionate about your menu, your recipes, maybe your training. Maybe you're passionate about how you market. And we're going to switch that over to Brian here in a few minutes in terms of marketing. Because your customers, your guests, they can feel that passion. It's one of the five senses that we have with hearing and vision and taste and smell. But feeling and touching is passion. We don't talk a lot about that fifth sense in our restaurants, but it's that passion that you bring to the table each day, each morning, each lunch, each meal period, each night. And by the way, that passion works not just with your staff members, it works with your guests, and believe it or not, your vendors. Because it takes all three of those elements to win in this business. So as we've moved further and further away from COVID, go back and do a gut check on that passion, on that feeling that you're putting into your organization. So that's the message today on the 189th NRC Helpful Moment. And I'm going to flip it over to Brian. What do you think about passion, marketing, and promoting,
No,
Brian?
I think it's great. I agree. I love the idea that passion always wins, because back in my old sales training days, we would talk about excitement, enthusiasm. What you're passionate about is what sells. And if you are not excited, not passionate, not like excited to talk about what it is that you do, no one else will be, right? So if you don't have it, then your staff won't have it, and then people that come won't have it. And it works just as fast the other direction. So if you're passionate, you are excited, and you can't wait for people to come to your restaurant and to try your food and your latest dish, that bleeds through to everything because that energy, that excitement, it passes through. And so I was thinking about kind of one of the things that happens to marketers like me is that we call it the shiny object syndrome, right? We find something that's this new shiny object that's like, oh, wow, this is so cool. But even when it's just kind of a silly thing, if it creates excitement around either what it is that we do for marketing or what you're doing in your restaurant, then it is worth having. Because if all it does is shift your focus to something that everyone's focus shifts to, which is now building your list, getting people to come back, getting more people signing up, whatever it is. But if your focus shifts to that because you're excited about this shiny new object, it's powerful and it works extremely well. And so I'm doing all this research now on near field communications, because I was like, well, why do people still do business cards, especially in today's world where no one really wants to touch your business card, right? So you can have a single business card where you just tap it onto someone's phone. You literally just take, like your phone and just tap it on the back. And now all of my data is on that phone. And I get to keep this. You have all that data. Now here's the really cool part is that now that I have put data onto your phone, when I reach out to you via text or via email, it's not a random text or email. It will be named. It will be in their contact list. So if you want to reach out to someone and you use this tool, it's a lot easier to get them to respond, because this is they already have all that information. They don't have to add it. It's already in there. So pretty powerful stuff. So the reason I've been doing the research is because I want to know, well, we know that QR codes work well. So how about if we do the near field communication and we put that onto a table tent? And you tell people, hey, just wave your phone next to the table tent. Well, is that more effective than a QR code? No. But is it cool? And is it different? And is it unique? And is it something that you might get excited about and that people might go, oh, that's fun? Yes. So that's really where I had that connection where it's the passion, and it's also what you focus on, what you get excited about. Everyone else will get excited about and focus on. So I just want you thinking about those things, because even if it just seems like, well, I'm passionate and excited about it, but no one else is, people will be, right? Even silly little things like a near field communication little sticker, it can be very fun, very exciting, and you can. And I get passionate about marketing all the time, and I think it does pass along. But I want you thinking about what are the things that you are passionate about, and then are there people on your team that are passionate about other things that you can sort of steer them and say, okay, hey, this is you're excited about this, run with it. Because as long as there's excitement and passion, it can be extremely effective. So that's what I wanted to cover today. And Richard, do you have any questions, thoughts?
Well, I want to know more about that. We can do that another time, but I want one of those things because I'd like to try it. Does somebody need to have an app to accept that?
No.
Nope.
Nope.
Well, we're going to play with it between the two of us in the next week or so, because I love this idea, because it really, especially networking, which is really what we're talking about, networking and possibly increasing customers or retaining customers and being able to communicate with customers. What a grand idea. So I love it. Brian, thanks for sharing that one. And that's great. That's awesome. We'll follow up with y'all folks and give you more information on that in the next week or two. But that's the NRC Helpful Moment for today. I'm live from H-Town, Houston, Texas, where if you're following the Major League Baseball playoffs, everybody down here went Astros crazy last night with that 3-run walk-off home run. But anyway, I enjoy coming back to Texas. I went to University of Houston. That's where I'm at today. And I always love to come back to campus. So that's what I can say for today. And so long for now, everyone. Bye.
Bye, everybody.